viewers, my name's Cara, this is my channel, welcome. I have something really exciting to announce. I know I've been doing just announcements lately, but I wanted to do the previous one about my Patreon campaign first, of course, because this kind of falls into a goal that I have for my channel. So I know it's easiest to just come out and say it, but I feel like it should be more built up than that, so I'm gonna give you a little backstory. As some of you know, a couple of years ago, for the past year or so since then I've been alluding to this, that I was sort of in a place where I felt that I needed to know what I know. I'm a solitary practitioner of magic. I don't have certifications and coursework and stuff like that to prove what I know, so to speak. And a couple years ago I was feeling like I wanted something more to let myself know kind of where I'm at, and I journal and I keep track of what I've learned, and I make vlogs, and I blog as well. If you have never visited my blog, there's a link in the description of my videos. It's the witchystuff.blogspot.com. So I do a lot of that, but I wanted something else, and so what I did was I asked several people on YouTube who are my friends in the pagan community, not all of them, mind you, but a little group of them. I asked them to give me challenges. Initiatory style challenges, and I would try to complete those over the next year. Now that has since passed and I still have not told you about any of those challenges. That's not what this video is, but I'm getting there. Now that I've had another year to ruminate on those things and what I've learned about those things, I want to start putting together something that I am willing to share. I want to start talking about those things. I want to do a lot of different videos on this channel. Someone recently brought up a very common question that I get about starting to practice or practicing with limited resources or an environment that is not conducive to being an openly practicing pagan. I would love to do some videos about simple things that I do that you can do literally anywhere, no matter who you are or who's around, things that you don't need a lot of things to do. And so I'm getting all these great ideas for developing my path and really trying to push it to the next step. And then something came up, which was a great timed opportunity that I almost made an excuse and said, no, I can't do that. I don't have the time, I don't have the money. But then because I'm trying to be better about this kind of thing, I said, well, wait, let me look into it first. And it turns out that I can do it. So I'm going to. I'm going to witch camp. Finally, after several years of reading about witch camp and hearing about witch camp and knowing people who teach at witch camp and making all these excuses about why I can't do it, finally I can do it. So I'm gonna. But I would love to have a little bit of support in the endeavor, and that's where you come in. So I announced my Patreon campaign, which is to support my videos in general, and one of the goals on there, where I had just picked an arbitrary number, saying that in the future I want to be able to travel and go to events and things and yada yada yada. I didn't think it was going to happen now, but I'm going to witch camp. And of course I'm not just asking you to give me money towards this, but I am saying that, you know, if there's something you've been wanting from my Etsy shop that I haven't posted, let me know, because some proceeds from my Etsy shop will be helping me to pay for the registration and the travel to get to this witch camp, because it is out of state for me. I will be flying there. And I also need to sort of think about the fact that I'm not going to be at work for a week, but I still need to pay the bills when I get back home, so I want to factor that in, so there's a bit of a cost associated with this. So if you have already decided to sponsor me on Patreon, that kind of thing will be going towards this. If you haven't yet, but maybe we're thinking about doing it soon, I have a couple of months to raise this money. I do have to pay for the registration and book my flight right away so that it's as cheap as it can be right now. Planning in advance has never been my strong suit, but this is really forcing me to learn to do it. So I do have to pay for some of it right up front and then raise that money later. But also, like I said, buying from my Etsy shop, I will probably also be offering readings again like I did before to raise money for Pentacles of Pride. That's not something that I do very often, so I kind of only do it for special occasions, and I think raising money for witch camp would be a great way, a great reason for me to do some more readings for you. But also, if you do really just want to donate, there is a donate button on my blog, which is thewitchystuff.blogspot.com, which goes through PayPal. My birthday is coming up in August, so I think that would be a great birthday present. Would be, you know, $1 or $3 or $5 towards witch camp would be great. I would love that. If you didn't see my video about my Patreon campaign, I will link to it in the description. It's the previous video on this channel, and the link to my Patreon page will be in the description of all my videos from now on as well, so you can check that out, see what that's about. I hate to talk about finances, I hate to bring up money, but the society that we live in requires it, and I love doing what I do, and what I do for you is still free here on YouTube, but I do want to do some more things in my life, and in my spirituality, and my practice, and witch camp is something that I've been wanting to do for years. So here it is, the first of many, I hope. I just get more and more excited by the day, so I'm gonna stop talking because I could keep talking for a long time more. And as always, just your being here and your love and support and your comments and your stories and your ideas and your sharing of thoughts and experiences is immensely important to me as well. I love hearing from you, whether it's on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, whatever the case may be. I love the community. I love our little community, and I can't wait to give you some more stuff, some more material, some more experiences and insight. Like I said, I'm really excited about all of these messages that I've been getting from the universe, and actually listening to them for once has been really exciting and really kind of scary. But I'm glad you're here for the ride. So thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing what you think. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and until then, don't forget to be awesome, blessed be, and goodbye. Have you guys ever noticed that I open waving with this hand and I close waving with this hand? I don't know why that started, but yeah.